tunahitaji kujipa amani. Hakuna atakayetupa amani. MONUSCO imekaa sana Kongo, hawaja tusaidia hata kidogo. Mbona Kongo nchi yangu umejaa damu na machozi, hayatima na wajane nyumbani Kongo. Mbona Kongo nchi yangu umejaa damu na machozi, hayatima na wajane nyumbani Kongo. Kongo nini mbaya, watu wako hawana amani yo Kongo we. Wakumu na wanae, Wabembe na Wanyamulenge, sote ni wamoja wana Kongo we. ADF nalu tumekuchoka sana ndani ya Kongo, kama tulivyochoka Tabara. Tumekuchoka sana ndani ya Kongo, kama tulivyochoka FDL. Tumekuchoka sana ndani ya Kongo, kama tulivyochoka Tabara. Kongo ni mbaya, watu wako hawana amani yo Kongo we. Wakumu na wanae, Wabembe na Wanyamulenge, sote ni wamoja wana Kongo we. Kongo ni mbaya, watu wako hawana amani yo Kongo we. Wakumu na wanae, Wabembe na Wanyamulenge, sote ni wamoja wana Kongo we. Galas mwana umunyamurenge shia.
Shuti namwe bavandimwe ndabaramukije cyane mwese abakunzi bamenye kuri radio na TV, kuri mikro n'umwarimu wanyu w'ikirenga Rutikanga nkuko bisanzwe. Iyi ni menye kuri radio na TV. Uyu mwaka nukubabatura Yesu araganje. Turi iminsi 6 y'ukwezi kw'icumi na gatanu umwaka w'2023, isa 3 zireneye hano muco hagati muri leta zunze ubumwe za Amerika. Hanyuma kuri uyu munsi turaza kubikora ugutandukanye kubera yuko tuza gukoresha ururimi rw'ikingereza mu kuganira. Hanyuma rero abakunzi bacu mwese mbuze kutwihanganira tubane muri urwo rurimi nyine, ndabizi yuko abenshi muri mwebwe murarwumva nibyo. All right, thank you very much everyone for joining us today. Today I am not alone because I have a guest who will be joining me shortly as he helps us understand what is going on in DRC. A lot of people hear about the war in Congo or DRC, but maybe they've never gotten a chance to hear about the cause of that war. So I have a guest with me today. I would like to introduce him so that he can tell you about himself. My guest, I welcome you today.
Thank you so much, Mr. Rutikanga. I'm so glad to be with you today. My names are Mukiza Kingungwa, presenter.
Yeah.
I'm originated from DRC, Democratic Republic of Congo. That's where I was born, in Minembwe. Then we moved to Katanga, called again Shaba. That's where I grew up. So I'm a Munyamulenge.
Mm-hmm.
I served as a leader of the Banyavura, people who lived in Vura, the Banyamulenge who were living there. And then I was working in Mahoro Peace Association. I was chosen as a leader for 4 years here in Arizona. And then I am a pastor. I pastoring in Africa. We were like 12 churches united. And then for now, I'm serving in a board of Banyamulenge Mutuality, Unity, or Ubumwe. So I'm living in Arizona for almost 12 years or 13. This is 13 years from now. So I'm a parent. I have 2 daughters and 1 wife. I think I'm done with the introduction.
Thank you very much for that introduction. So I want us to do it a little bit different, and I want you to help us understand what is going on, and I want to take you back to where everything began. Okay, so tell us about the root cause of the war in DRC or Congo, Democratic Republic of the Congo, that has been affecting this country for ages, for many years.
Oh, thank you so much for that question, even if it's a very large question.
Yeah.
So to say all the stories that happened for all these years, almost I think is 27 years, is now 1/4 of the century already. So it's hard to say it, but I will try. The Patriotic Front have been captured Kigali or Rwanda. Then in their plan, they wanted to go across the region to go to Congo, as we have had the story from some people of the Rwandese. They were saying that they had planned to go to conquer Congo. Then they started with a political party which was led by Laurent Kabila. So they took him on throne. They captured Kinshasa. So, and Kabarebe was on top as the chief, I can say chief of the staff, chief of military. Then he ruled in Congo with Mr. President Kabila. Then after a while, like almost 2 years, then they had a conflict between them, and then President Kabila decided to chase them out, or because they already helped him to go in the power. Then after that, that's when Rwandese decided for the second time to use our name, or to use our people as Banyamulenge. Among them were Ruberwa, Nyarugabo, Karaha. They conquered, they proclaimed again publicly to the radio that they're the ones who again attack the government of Kinshasa for the second time. So from there, we were thinking all Congolese, as I said, all tribes, Bashi, Baflero, Babembe, and all the tribes, we were decided to join the war to remove President Mobutu on power, because he has been ruling almost 30 years or 32 years. So the union of all tribe have decided with a political party called AFDEL. I can say it in French, AFDEL. Then they decided all tribe to remove or to change the government who was in power of Mobutu Sese Seko. Then the second one, RCD, which I condemn, that was created by Rwandese themselves. And then they use our people as only, I can say, as they were commanded them to do everything they wanted. So it was not the Banyamulenge themselves who were deciding things. So it was only the Rwandese government, the FPR, who was commanding them. Let's say that. Then they decided again to attack for the second time, to attack our government, the government of Kabila, who was in leadership at that time, because only Kabila decided to tell Kabarebe that yes, to thank them that you helped me conquer the country, take Kinshasa or the country, but now you have to go back. You are not needed anymore in Congo, so you have to go back. Then the Rwandese were not happy. The government of Rwanda were not happy, or was not happy. Then they decided again to create RCD, and then the Banyamulenge were involved themselves. They attacked again the government of Congo. That's where many Banyamulenge died from there. Then they did like consensus. I can say that. I don't know. They did. They did so many meetings, government meetings, international meetings. This case were being discussed a lot, but they were trying in this point, trying to say that our name must be changed to be not Banyamulenge, to be Tutsi, because they were trying at least to take some part of Congo, or so, because we speak the language which is similar to Rwandese language. So they were trying to take advantage, using us to conquer the Congo, or to divide Congo, which we don't want. So now this part continues. From RCD, we had the CNDP of the Laurent Nkunda. Then the Rwandese themselves, again, they stop him. Then they capture him. Then he's in custody in Rwanda for now. We don't know what his life, how his life look like. And then you remember the other guy called who is in La Haye.
And the ICC, Bosco Ntaganda.
He's in the ICC, Criminal Court, International Criminal Court. He's in Ntaganda, Bosco Ntaganda. He was also captured when he fled. He fled to Rwanda. Then he was brought to the ICC. So CNDP was ended. Then we have M23, which now is intensified the attack in Congo day and night. So Congolese still have issues of fleeing to different areas, to the neighboring countries. So we still have issues, but these issues is from the source, or the cause of it. The cause of this whole conflict is Rwanda, the government of Rwanda, as our President Tshisekedi has also mentioned, he said that our enemy is not Rwandese population, but our enemy is Rwanda government, who take Congo's resources, who kill people for their interest. So they went there for this. They were saying they go take these people that who did the genocide in Rwanda, but it has been so much. Some of them went back to Rwanda. So now we were saying that the few that are remaining there, they can't do anything to attack the country, but only the things is there that we used to say always in many languages. We were saying that Rwanda has been attacking Congo so many times, like 9 times, attacking at the same. So occasionally they attack our country. So these things has to stop. Even if I can mention so many events happen, but the reason why I say this is to tell the international community countries, those European and the American countries, and whoever listens this language, English, so that to say that Rwanda has been leading to the attacks to attack Congo so many times, 9 times. So it has to stop.
Okay, thank you very much. So you mentioned one thing about the government of Rwanda using as an excuse the people who fled from Rwanda to Congo, which they called the Hutu Interahamwe, right? So tell us more about that.
You know, in Rwanda there is a genocide happened. Yeah. Even the country were involved in that. Then after the FPA attack Rwanda, they captured Rwanda, as I said. So many refugees and those people who killed, they fled to Congo. Then they were not far from the border. So then the government of Rwanda tried to found them, to follow them there. And then they tried to return them back. Then these people refused because they were thinking that they probably they'd be killed. Then they were trying to return them, but the intention they wanted to return. Those who does not want to return, they were being killed by the government of Rwanda. So the refugees of Rwanda were killed at that time. Some of the camp of refugees, there were so many people there. Then even not only the Rwandese refugees, also the Congolese were killed there, which is the mapping report is talking about it so many times. Probably in a few years, we're thinking that the mapping report will be raised up. Then those people who have been killed, they probably will be. So those people who killed will probably go in justice, then be judged for that. So that the issue. The only issue is, but you know, that time was the government of Mobutu let the refugee enter Congo. So from there, the government of Rwanda followed them, but they committed atrocities, which is killing. Yeah, they killed Congolese Rwanda's refugees. and also many, many ambassadors died there. Many people who went to Congo visit, they died there. So United Nations peacekeeping, they died there. So many people died there because of the government of Rwanda.
Okay, you didn't mention the year. When did the war start?
So the war started in Rwanda 1994, and then after the aeroplane of Habyarimana was shot, and then the president of Habyarimana died in an aeroplane with the president of Burundi. Then the genocide started. When exactly was 1994, when Rwanda was captured, and when the genocide started. It happened like 100 years. No, sorry, 100 days. Then after that, they fled to Congo. So from that time, from 1994, there were people who were moving from Rwanda to Congo, and then the war of the invasion of Rwanda started in 1996. They captured Kinshasa in 1997. So 98 already the RCD started. So where Banyamulenge were used as people who were involved. So the government of Rwanda used Banyamulenge, the name of Banyamulenge, that we are the ones who supposed to be involved. Some of us are being used as as a people who want to be to kill people, to attack our own country, to be involved in, so in a way that us and other people who try to explain, say to the people, we don't want our name or our tribe to be mentioned in those atrocity, those problems, war crime, and so on.
Okay, so if I understand you correctly, you are trying to tell us that in order for the government of Rwanda to go to Congo, they had to use Congolese, and they had to use a name of Congolese, and they chose the name of Banyamulenge to go to Congo and start a war. That's what you are trying to say?
Yeah, before we were saying that they were following those people that who did the genocide. But as you see many occasions of war or political party that I mentioned, like AFDEL, RCD, CNDP, and then M23 one, M23 second. So all those things. There were also another small wars between those wars. So now the Rwanda government tried to use this, saying that they were following the refugees, there are people there, but they only follow, they want to be in Congo, because Congo has, we have wealth, we have all those minerals. So Rwanda have been stolen, taking all those wealth. So he has been benefiting Rwandese more than the way he benefit the Congolese. So they want to be there. So because they already finished their mission. Their mission was to follow these people and to bring them back. But they enjoy the Congo. They enjoy to stay there because there is wealth. Those wealth that I mentioned were there. That's why Rwanda has been. If you go to Kigali, for those who went to Kigali, is now you have many buildings, very smart buildings, is because of all the wealth they take from the Congo. So they come and then they benefit them. They construct all then they still they have stolen many cars at that time. They even everything, even the cooking, those kind of even the I can say all these extensive for the house, all those things, they have stolen everything in 1996. Even
Yeah.
the spoon, they have taken even the spoon, everything, the plates, all those kind of the things in the house. Then the
Yeah.
car, then the guns, everything were taken to Rwanda. So Rwanda is benefiting. Rwanda has been taken many wealth from the Congo.
Okay. So far, can you estimate how many people have been killed since the war started in Congo?
Yeah, as I mentioned earlier, that the war is past the 1/4 of the century. I have said that. So more than 25 years, almost 27. So we approximate about 10 to 12 million people who have been killed. So now we were telling the international communities to listen to our cry that Rwanda only 1 million has been killed in genocide, but Congo is more than 10 times, 12 times. So now we have the international community has to look this issue, has to do something very important thing to stop this government of Rwanda to entering Congo as they did so many times, 9 times. I already said that. So there were many people who were being who were killed. There are so many, more than 12 million people.
Mr. Mukiza, thank you very much for that. And let me ask you this. Who is exactly, you keep saying the government of Rwanda, but who is exactly behind these wars? You told us about the AFDL, you said about the RCD, you said even the M23 and all those kind of stuff. Who is exactly behind those people?
When the FP or
RDF.
Patriotic Front
Yeah, RDF.
of Kagame, yeah, the government of Kagame, they were before when they capture, they were being helped by American government. So now these people were helping them. They helped them they supply them with the government of Uganda. Yoweri Kaguta Museveni was also among the people who helped the Rwandese Patriotic Front. That's the issue. Yeah, we know that it has been said, and so many countries, European countries, were involved too, but most of the country in America has been helping Rwandese to do all this kind to invest Congo, to attack the really word to attack Congo. So, but they don't know some of this, the killing, the atrocities committed there, but they were the ones who helped the government because they were benefiting from Congo through Rwanda. But now at this time, after all atrocities, the Americans they don't know that Rwanda's committed all this killing, attack, war crimes. But for now, I think that's when they start thinking that all those things that Rwanda did in Congo. And I have heard recently that they stop even their aid, that they were supplying Rwanda. So now that's the good things. I like it because from there they will learn something. Then they concluded that say we have did wrong. So we keep telling all, so the international community to judge, to take those people who did a war crime to
Mr. Mukiza, if I may, you said the government of Rwanda. I want you to be specific. Who is behind the M23, all those political parties and all those kind of stuff? Who exactly, to be specific?
Yeah,
because when you mention the government of Rwanda, a government is a very big entity, so you have to be specific. Who exactly is behind those people in the government?
Yeah, M23 is now being helped by President Kagame. Is clear that even government has been declared publicly saying that President Kagame has to stop to help this M23. Is really known by everybody that the government of Kagame is helping the M23.
So it is Kagame who has been doing all these kind of manner of things in Congo, right?
Yeah, exactly. Is his government. Even our president has mentioned it. Is Kagame's government himself? He ordered that. So is his government. He has been even mentioned so many times on social media. He has been telling international that he has to be there. But I have here to specify here, before, Rwanda were being helped by American to capture through Museveni to reach the country, to capture Kigali or Rwanda. But from there, Kagame did all this mistake to attack Congo, all this war crime in Congo. So by himself, he did it by himself. So the government of America doesn't know all these things, they know some of the things that when they tell him to stop helping these rebels, supplying rebellion, those people who rebel, who are fighting the government of Congo. So now we have to specify. We have to tell. We have to try to explain all these things. What is happening there? Because some people doesn't know exactly what is happening, especially those people who died. Like 12, I said already, 12 million approximate 12 million. So we have to know, we have to tell the international this story.
Okay. Mr. Mukiza, let me ask you, how is the situation now? What is going on now in Congo? How is it?
Yeah, situation now is so chaotic again. Our president has been said, and to the meeting, especially United meeting in New York, everywhere in Geneva, he has been saying the attack of Rwanda and he has been clarifying to the government in the world, saying that he cannot be quiet with all these things happen in his country, in our country. So now the issues especially is intensified from now, because the M23 were ordered to leave the place that they were captured. So they obeyed a little bit. They leave some places, but they still going there secretly. They still going, entering the forest, then going to there, which is, we still condemn that. But now the war again started on Sunday. It was on Sunday, but on the field we were saying that Wazalendo has forced to try to remove this M23 to the place where they already captured. So now we have like the Eastern community, is called EAC. So
East African community. Okay.
Yeah, East African community, including like seven countries. They were trying to be involved as Congo. Recently, last year, was since Tshisekedi went over, we were also involved. We were part of East African community. Then in the laws, they is saying that they have at least to resolve the conflict the country has, especially when they all participated in the same group, that in East African community. You have to see what is going on. There is East African military there who are trying to resolve the problem, but the M23 has not listened for that. So now I think the government of Congo need to use force to remove them. That's what we were expecting from now, or from this day on. Probably the M23 will be defeated from there. I think so.
Okay, Mr. Mukiza, since we don't have enough time, I want us to rush to the conclusion. So what do you think is the solution to the never-ending war in Congo?
Thank you so much for that question. It's a very important question. The issue is, number one, we had already a president who is convinced already, who knows the situation, and who cannot be quiet in all this problem happen. Who cannot be quiet in the see when the country has been messed. There is a mess in the country. So that's number one. Already he's planning to defeat by telling, in a diplomatic way, and to end all the atrocities. So the things is, Congolese has to know, number one, as a president, our president knows the situation. So the leaders has to also instruct the population that in a country, we don't have only one tribe in a country. We have many tribes. We have, especially we have people doesn't look, they don't have to look like. So there are short people, tall people, especially in Africa, we use people, Banyamulenge or those kind of, they don't look like Bafulero or Babembe, but in the country, we have to have so many tribes. It's beautiful of the country, having different tribes. So the population has to be instructed for that, knowing that we have to live in Congo peacefully. All people has to live together. So neighbor country will come the second after us first. They resolve the problem we have between us. So the government has to play a very important role. Then the population to instruct, as I said, the population also has to be to live together. They have to learn living together. So that has to be. We have to tell us to have so many teaching on that, so many instruction on that, and to emphasize on that point. People will live together, then the war will be started. It will be stopped. And then the second thing is our government has to control the borders. The borders has to be controlled by the government. So then from there, nobody will come from nowhere to different countries entering the ours. So this is the very, very important to resolve the problem.
Okay, you mentioned earlier that you are one of the leaders in the Banyamulenge community. Right now, what is the stand of the Banyamulenge in all these things that are going on? Are they supporting the Rwandan government, or they are supporting their government, which is the Congolese government?
Yeah, that's why we raised, we started talking on this issue about so many Banyamulenge were working with the government of Rwanda. Because of they look like, they said they were the same. Some of them were saying that. And remember I said Rwanda used some Banyamulenge to conquer some places, to enter in Congo. So we became like the people being used, like we attacking other Congolese. So now that's why we started telling people that we have to support our government than to support the other government, the Rwanda's government. So our country is our country. We have to respect our country. We have to love our country. And we have a very good country. We have those wealth, but the problem is only the war can't stop. Every year we have different wars coming. They attack from different areas. So now we trying to tell all Banyamulenge, our people, to understand what we try to say, that we only have our only one country, which we're supposed to love. It is our obligation to love that country, and then we have to work on it. We have to work for it. So we have to serve our country. So that point, as you said, Banyamulenge mutuality, unity, or ubumwe, we have at the point of telling or doing sensibilization. I think if is the right way to say, we day and night telling people through social media, through even meetings, to try to tell people through many audios, through letters. We make letters. We have even write for the ISA. We have even wrote for the American government, for Great Lakes countries, even the East African countries. So we do all this kind of communication, to communicate, to tell everybody that we have a slogan which say that we are Congolese, and the other Congolese has to know that. And we have an obligation also to tell our fellow neighboring tribes, our fellow Congolese, we share the same country, that they have to understand and listen properly, very well, that Banyamulenge are Congolese instead being Rwandese. So we do this. For this time, there are few people that are supporting the other side, but we have stood or stand for telling people that we have to serve our country, the Congo.
Are they supporting the government of Rwanda, or they are being used by the government of Rwanda?
They were being used. Some of them are fearful.
They
They
do
don't
not
even.
support. They do not support it, but they are used by that government.
Yeah, some are used by that government. Some of them they were used, but yeah, and some of other people has fear for it. You know, the government of Rwanda, if you say against it, already they kill you. You get killed. You if you have the idea which is not matching with their ideas, you get killed. You know the issue of Bukurunkwari. You know, I think you have heard about him.
Yeah.
The guy who died recently was 2 years ago, I think. Yeah. So he died because he was just mentioned about the Red Tabara, which is in Minembwe for now, which destroyed all the villages, which destroyed who took all the cows, like mostly 500,000 cows were taken, and then were being selling on market, Congolese market. So with the old Red Tabara, Mai who are being used by, also who have been used as the Banyamulenge did on the previous political party that I say RCD. So now the government of Rwanda changed their maneuver. They used to change to use the Mai, sometimes use Red Tabara, sometimes they use people. They give them and they spend money to pay for them or to pay them. Then they accomplish the mission given by the government of Rwanda, government of Kagame.
Okay. So, so many people have been praising Kagame for so many years now as someone who is a hero who stopped the genocide in Rwanda. So what do you tell people who thinks that way? Is Kagame a hero or a criminal?
He is a criminal because how can you save some people and then kill other people? So that is contrary to what people are saying. If they say that he's a hero, yeah, he was a hero, but he became let's say that he became a war crime guy who has been killed many people, not only Congolese, Mr. Journalist, not only Congolese, but the Rwandese in the country there. They live like they live like they were in custody, they were in prison. They don't talk. So if there is a opposition coming up, then they raise his voice. Immediately, he kill him. So now this guy was a hero moment he captured Rwanda. He conquered Rwanda or conquered Rwanda. But for now, he's no longer a hero because he has been doing all killings. And then he killed beyond the border. He's international, or I can say he's a Great Lakes killer. So he passes even the borders to kill. He went to Burundi to kill. You know the issue of Uganda. He killed people in Uganda too. If you go in Uganda, flee, you get killed already. If you go to Congo, fleeing, even in South Africa, you know the issue of Kayumba Nyamwasa. He has been for 3 times. You know that the issue. So he keep passing the border. Even in Europe, some in Belgium, he kills people there. He's an international killer, guy who kill people because the people are not following his instruction, following his leadership. This guy is a criminal. I'm telling you. You will even investigate and know that.
Ruthless dictator. Okay.
Dictator. Yeah, he's a guy he is a dictator.
All right. Okay. Well, I've been asking you questions and for some time now. Do you have anything in mind? Maybe I forgot to ask you about so that we can wrap up this thing.
Thank you so much, Rutikanga. You know that in the years to come, I will stand in the presidency. That is my decision. I have said so many times, even if in my introduction I could say it, but let's say it now that I will in years to come, and I have already. I'm preparing myself to do that because I have some few things left, but you will see. And I tell all Congolese to support me if the time comes. Thank you.
Why do you want to be the president of Congo?
This decision came to me when I was 19 years old. So now I'm old enough. Yeah. So you see, is the burden I have in me to fulfill or to accomplish that goal. So I feel it. I feel it, and I can't stop it. That's just came for that. But the reason why is because I saw all these atrocities, all this injustice, all these killings, all these things. It pushes me, or it pushed me to do something, at least to contribute something. The time, if the time will allow me, and I believe that that time with God, that time will come, that time will reach. Then I will do that.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mukiza, and we wish you all the best. So,
Thank you.
I want to thank all our viewers who was with us on this live stream, and those who will follow after, because we know in some part of the world it's already in the night. Some people are sleeping, so maybe they will listen to this stream when they wake up. But I want to promise you guys we are going to be trying to do interviews and speak in different languages. Mukiza, maybe we should try French maybe next time, right?
Yeah.
You're ready
That's
for
yeah. That's
yeah?
I wanted more. We have
French.
been passing through different areas. I was recently. I was trying to think the way from Shaba to Rwanda. I lived in Rwanda for a few years. Then in Kenya, we have Swahili and English. Then we have so we start forgetting some languages. But now, as we forget some languages, we learn some other languages. So I think French will be probably, if you get time, we'll explain also with talking in French. I like French more than other languages that I learned.
Okay, so you said you are ready for French.
Yeah, I'm ready for French.
What about Swahili?
Yeah, Swahili. I'm very fluent in Swahili. Live in Kenya 9 years. and I was preaching even in Swahili. I speak Swahili too very well.
Okay. Nataka ni kuombe uweze kupeana ujumbe kwa lugha ya Kiswahili kwa dakika moja pekee.
Asante sana, nakushukuru kwa hayo mambo yote ambayo umeniuliza au maswali. Nakushukuru kabisa. Ujumbe wangu kwa wakongomani wote ni kwa ajili ya umoja, kuambia kwamba umoja ni nguvu. Tukiwa na umoja tutaweza kufaulu katika mambo yote ambayo tunayo yapanga kuyafanya, na umoja ni kitu muhimu sana. Hata kwa Wafaransa huwa wanasema umoja ni nguvu, umoja ndio unatusaidia. Tukisema mfano kama nchi hii ya Amerika, unajua ni masteti 50. Hizi state zote ambazo zinaungana zinakuwa nchi moja, hizo zinafanya hii nchi iwe na nguvu, ijulikane, iwe na uongozi mwema, iweze kuwa na raia wafurahie, wakuwe na wapate mapato mema, waweze kuishi maisha mazuri. Sasa tusipokuwa na umoja, hakika tutaweza kufa kiholela, tutaweza kufa na hakuna mtu ambaye atakuja kutusemea. Ni lazima sisi wenyewe tujisemee, sisi wenyewe tuwe na ile mzigo na hiyo uwezo wa kuweza kutangazia wengine kile tumejua. Umoja ni nguvu. Na nilikuwa nikisema kwa hii lugha ya Kiingereza kwamba makabila ndiyo yanafanya watu waweze kuishi vizuri. Makabila ndiyo kitu ambacho kinapendeza kwa nchi. Makabila ni furaha ya nchi. Sasa sisi tumechukua makabila tukaifanya kwamba makabila iwe maadui, na huu utajiri ambao tunao tutaendelea tu kufa na hatutafurahia utajiri ambao Mungu ametupea. Ni lazima tuende polepole, tutambue, tuende kihekima, tujue kwamba tukiwa na umoja amani itapatikana na tutaishi Kongo sote kwa amani. Asante.
Let's try in French as well. Monsieur Mukiza, pouvez-vous donner aussi un message d'1 minute en français?
Merci beaucoup, Monsieur Tikanga. Donc, j'ai voulu seulement donner ce message à tous les Congolais qu'il faut que tout le monde sache que l'union est très importante, parce que si nous jouons avec la vie, Dieu nous a donné, nous a créé d'une même façon ou d'une même manière. Donc, nous devons observer comment la situation a commencé, comment la situation va se finir. Donc, c'est à nous-mêmes de faire l'introspection, donc qui signifie faire revivre grâce à la mémoire, donc les états de conscience. Nous devons nous-mêmes nous consulter, nous devons nous-mêmes nous réunir, donc faire une convention de trouver la paix. Donc la paix commence par soi-même. Donc ça va aussi au prochain. Donc nous allons construire un Congo nouveau, ou la République démocratique du Congo nouvelle. Merci beaucoup.
Mr. Mukiza, thank you very much for honoring our invitation. Thank you very much, and I wish all the viewers a very good weekend, right?
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Mwakoze cyane abo twari turi kumwe. Iyi yari MENYUKURI Radio na TV. Hanyuma kuri mikoro yari umwarimu wanyu w'ikirenga Rutikanga. Uyu mwaka ni ukubabatura Yesu araganje. Murabyumva yuko turi tayari kukuba twogenda tuganiriza abantu mu buryo bw'izindi ndimi, kubera yuko twifuza yuko ubutumwa burushaho kugera ku bantu benshi kandi bagiye batandukanye. Ahasigaye rero turi kumwe, umuntu wiyaminiye wumva afite ibyo yovuga mu ndimi izo zose, Igiswahili, Igifaransa, Ikingereza, Ikinyamurenge n'izindi nyinshi nazo turazizi. Abantu babaye muri Kenya dufite n'izindi twumva ku buryo dutanga ubutumwa. Ndabashimiye cyane, mugira amahoro y'Imana Bwana Mukiza, kandi nongeye kugushimira cyane kubwo ubwitange bwawe no kubwo kuvuga indimi. Kurya izi ndimi ni iz'amahanga nyine si izacu, tugomba gukubita uko dukubita kose, ariko ubutumwa bugatangwa. Wakoze cyane Bwana Mukiza.
Murakoze rwose namwe, turabashimiye.
Akaririmbo turangizanya nako umuhanzi Galas ati twaweza kufanya. Mugire weekend nziza, turi kumwe.
Wakina Nikola walikuwa binadamu kama mimi na wewe, Kagame na Rumengi hawakuwa na maumbile yao ya kidizaina, hawakuwa na maumbile yao ya kidizaina, hawakuwa na maumbile yao ya kidizaina. Binadamu hawana shukurani, wacha niwaambie ukweli, samahani. Waling'ang'ana tukuwe na amani, tuishi pamoja zote Wakongomani. Ona sasa ndani yetu kuna wale wasaliti, wanataka tupandishwe magari, tupelekwe kule kwenye nchi inatutaka sisi pia udongo wetu. Wakina Nikola walikuwa binadamu kama mimi na wewe, Kagame na Rumengi hawakuwa na maumbile yao ya kidizaina, hawakuwa na maumbile yao ya kidizaina, hawakuwa na maumbile yao ya kidizaina. Vile walifanya vijana twaweza kuvifanya, vile walifanya twaweza kufanya, vile walifanya vijana twaweza kuvifanya, vile walifanya twaweza kufanya, vile walifanya vijana twaweza kuvifanya, vile walifanya twaweza kufanya. Wakina Nikola walikuwa binadamu kama mimi na wewe, Kagame na Rumengi hawakuwa na maumbile yao ya kidizaina, hawakuwa na maumbile yao ya kidizaina, hawakuwa na maumbile yao ya kidizaina. Wakina Nikola walikuwa binadamu kama mimi na wewe, Kagame na Rumengi hawakuwa na maumbile yao ya kidizaina, maumbile yao ya kidizaina, hawakuwa na maumbile yao ya kidizaina. Walikuwa kama mimi na wewe, hawakuwa na maumbile yao ya kidizaina, maumbile yao ya kidizaina, hawakuwa na maumbile yao ya kidizaina. Walikuwa kama mimi na wewe, hawakuwa na maumbile yao ya kidizaina. Mwana Banyamulenge